So I think it's time for me to give my final thoughts on the Boosted Rev. I've had it for about 2.5 weeks, going on 3 weeks now. I've basically done every single test I could possibly do. I've done mode 3, mode 2, mode 1 tests. I've ridden it on camera, off camera. My wife has ridden it. I've taken it up 3 flights of steps because I live in an apartment. Yeah, so not only do I want to do a review today, I kind of just want to explain why I've decided that the Boosted Rev is for me. And I want to address some controversial things when it comes to the Boosted Rev. Can't believe it. Oh yes, there's controversy when it comes to the Boosted Rev. But again, that's any product, really. Any product that ever exists will have some type of controversial issues with it. And I want to talk about it today. So first thing, when I ever saw the Boosted Rev, there's a few things that came to mind. One, this is probably the best looking scooter I've ever seen and ever, honestly. Two, I can definitely tell that this was a scooter built by a skateboarding company. And I thought that was fantastic. It had skateboard elements to it. Like the deck looks like a skateboard deck. I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. Yes, I am a fan of Boosted, by the way. But yeah, again, I'm not someone that's gonna be loyal to a company if they make a terrible product. I'm just not gonna do it. Hence why, well, not hence why, but you know, obviously I have Sony. I've used Sony for a very long time, but now I've switched over to Canon because honestly it fits me. And that's kind of how I do things. I look at things as a whole. Okay, so, but yeah, I'm getting off topic here. Listen, this thing looks amazing. I'm sorry, like, I don't feel weird riding a scooter. I know some people are like, oh, I look goofy. I don't think I would want to ride a scooter because it looks goofy. No, honestly, this thing is competing with the Stealth for me with how much fun I'm having. It looks really great. I love the black on gray finish. I love the badging. I think Boosted has the best badging on the market, period. I love their badging, period. I think it just has the right amount of badging. You have little Easter eggs to where like you have the Boosted logo on the actual rubber tires and you have little Boosted symbols everywhere. I thought that was really cool. When it comes to the build quality, there is no denying, and everyone definitely agrees that this thing is well built. It is definitely something that you are gonna have long term with you. You can kind of beat it up a little bit. Now, obviously it's not recommended for you to be jumping off curbs and things like that. It clearly states that in the manual, but can you do it? Absolutely. Will it keep moving with no issue? Absolutely. Now, obviously, listen, the build quality again is amazing, but again, there are some small things that I've noticed that I wish I could change. Now, I don't know if I own any product that I wish there was one thing or two things that I could change about it. But for me, the Boosted Rev is the back fender. It rattles quite a lot. Some people, it rattles more than others, but you know, for me, it's kind of moderate right now. Will it get louder in the future? Who knows? Maybe I can just tighten it up or something like that. But yeah, the back fender, that third brake, it rattles quite a lot over like, significant amounts of bumps. The second thing is the little latch that attaches to the back fender. I kind of do wish that was made out of metal or something else besides plastic, because I've noticed online that they have had some that have broken already. So, but again, there is a particular way that you need to actually fold your scooter. You need to press the actual fender down, the back fender. I do recommend that. Press the back fender down and then push it into place. It makes for a really, really seamless like connection there. Now, when it comes to performance, I definitely have to say that Mode 3 is by far the best. 24 to 25 miles an hour. I've gotten about 10 miles of range, or close to 10. I've gotten 9.6 miles on Mode 3 before I had to stop and I was at 0 miles and basically the power was cutting out. So, but for me, again, like my commute is only 8 miles, guys. I don't need to go 10 miles in Mode 3 or 20 miles in Mode 3. That's not something that I need. But Mode 3 has me thinking about this being the best boosted product that I've ridden. The torque is absolutely insane. 24 to 25 miles an hour is just like the boosted Stealth. But again, that torque is what makes it fun for me. It's competing with how much fun I have on my boosted step at the moment. And that's kind of hard to do because I love my boosted step a lot. Now mode 2, I definitely would say that's probably going to be a mode that I'm going to be in quite a lot. I think top speed is around 19 to 20 miles an hour. I've gotten about 14 miles of range. That's decent. Decent, again, I don't need 14 miles of range because I always have the option of charging at my destination. Now, I do want to say that I live in California and I have not been anywhere that has not allowed me to bring my boosted rev in. And I ask before I take it in anywhere. So just keep that in mind. If I ever get someone to say no, I completely understand. I'm not going to complain. It's their establishment. But I have yet to run into a place that will not allow me to I've yet to run into a place that will not allow me to bring it inside. From all of the coffee shops here, from Starbucks to Peet's Coffee, local coffee shops, they have no issue whatsoever. My local gym, 24 Hour Fitness, has no issue. I've talked to the staff and the manager, no issue. Convenience stores, grocery stores. Where else have I gone? I've picked up food from Wingstop, my favorite food, by the way. So yeah, I've basically been everywhere, never had an issue. Okay, sorry, that was a little tangent. Mode 1, it's not fun. I'm not gonna admit, I wouldn't even want to commute in mode 1, but you're by far gonna get the best range. I've gotten about 16 miles of range in mode 1, but the top speed is only 13 miles an hour. That is just awfully slow. I can't do it, I'm sorry. I just don't want to do it. If I had to, I would definitely do it to conserve battery, but it's not something that I would want to do on a regular basis. Now, I do want to spend the rest of this time addressing some things. First, I want to kind of explain why I decided I wanted a boosted rev. And it has a lot to do with the fact that I've owned boosted products in the past. And the reason I love boosted products and I stick with boosted is for a very particular reason that I think I share with a lot of people that love boosted products. It's just a well-balanced machine. I mean, you have to think about it. The build quality is always good. Do you have issues? Of course, there's no product ever been assembled that doesn't have duds or lemons and things like that. It's never gonna happen. So yeah, the build quality is always great. The customer service is always great after you've gotten your boosted rev or scooter, or boosted board. Charge time. Charge time is actually important to me. I'm not someone that wants to have a very long charge time. It's just simple, I don't. And that's one thing that I love about boosted products. For my boosted stuff, give me about an hour and 30 minutes, I'll have a full charge board and I can go easily 10 miles. I don't need 20 miles one way, guys. I just don't. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't need that. So the range of a board or the range of the boosted rev, not being able to go 20 plus miles on a single charge wasn't something that was going to deter me away from buying the product. Because again, I look at the product as a whole. I'll look at the charge time, I'll look at the build quality, I'll look at the performance. And of course you look at the range. Now obviously if I only got 4 to 5 miles on a scooter, that would be a no-go for anyone. But the fact that in mode 1 I can get 16 miles, and obviously in mode 2 I can get well right at 14 miles, that's more than enough. Not everyone needs 40 miles on a single charge, and not all of us want to charge for 6 to 12 hours. Now like the Zero 10X, they have a quick charger. It really drops the charge time in half, between 5 and 6 hours. But it's just like a Tesla. You're not recommended to actually charge on a quick charger for the entirety of the life of that battery. You're gonna degrade that battery really, really quickly. And so, for me, a 3-hour charge time to go 16 miles is amazing. It's simply amazing, and Boosted's one of the few that's offering something like that right now. Most of these other boards or most of these other scooters, it's a 6 to 12 hour charge time. That's how you're getting that 40, 50, 60 miles of range. And honestly, again, guys, 40 to 50 miles of range is overkill for me. I don't need that. I need 10 to 12, honestly, one way. That's all I need. And I'm getting well above 12 miles on this thing. Now, obviously, I do want to address how they've done their range test. Now, do I feel like it was flawed? Yes, I definitely do. Going 6 miles an hour is not realistic, okay? Now, they did it, and I understand they did it. And I'm not so much upset about the person's weight. I'm really just like, okay, really, 6 miles an hour? You did it at 6 miles an hour, really? So, yeah, okay, I can give you that one. I was like, I was really like, okay, they really did it at 6 miles an hour. But yeah, that's the only thing that I would say, like, I'm right there with you with the 6 miles an hour to test to go 22 miles of range. Do I think people are gonna get 22 miles of range, period? No. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think you will. Do I think you'll get between 16 and 19 miles of range? Absolutely, and it's gonna all determine on a lot of factors like weight, temperature, terrain, and things like that. So, would I recommend the Boosted Rev? I think I definitely would recommend the Boosted Rev. I also would recommend the wide wheel. I also would recommend the 010X and the Dualtron. It's all about what you need. And that's kind of the point that I'm trying to make right now. Stop looking at one spec. For me, the Boosted Rev is more than 16 miles of range, guys. It's the build quality. It's the fact that, I love the fact that I only have to charge for 3 hours. 3 hours, I have a fully charged scooter, and I can go 16 miles. Like, that matters to me. Now, I know there's people that saying, oh, well, I don't have to charge as often as you. I understand that, but if I miss a day of charging because I've ridden for the past 3 days, I'm down and out for the entire day with a 12-hour charger. So, I guess that's what, the thing that I look at, guys. And I'm trying to encourage everyone. Look at the entire package, For instance, the wide wheel, there's some disadvantages to having a wide wheel. Again, I recommend that to anyone, but it doesn't have an LCD screen. And the fact that it's very difficult to change modes, like that bothered me. So again, it wasn't a scooter for me, but is it a scooter for you? Possibly. Not having an LCD screen and having a complicated setup system may not be a big deal for you. But I love the fact that this has a really simple LCD screen that's very, very well thought out. I can have my miles per hour and my display for the battery. I know what mode I'm in on my LCD screen. The wide wheel, it's just different, obviously, you don't have an LCD screen. It's complicated to actually change modes. You don't have a speedometer. It gives you your voltage. I don't see the need of having voltage if I don't have a miles per hour gauge, but that's just me. So again, guys, just take your time. If you're looking at the wide wheel, really pay attention. If you're looking at the 010X, pay attention. If you're looking for the Boosted Rev, pay attention. Does it fit your life? I don't want something that I have to adjust my life around. I want something that fits in to what I have going on in my life. And the Boosted Rev was perfect for me. Will it be perfect for everyone? No. Maybe the Dualtron is what you need. Maybe the wide wheel is perfect for you. Maybe the 010X. I mean, there's so many scooters out there that are perfect for you. But I live in an apartment. This has a small footprint. It's 46 pounds. It's just heavy enough to where I can lift it and my wife can lift it up 3 flights of steps. Honestly, would not imagine buying the 010X because 1, 12-hour charge time. 2, it's like 70 pounds. I don't want to carry that thing up 3 flights of steps. That's crazy. So like 46 to 50 pounds is my limit. But yep, that's it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. If I want to leave you with one thing is pay attention to what you're buying. Make sure it fits your lifestyle. Don't just look at one spec. Don't be impressed by one thing about a particular product. Look at the overall product.